In this video session, I'm going to show you how you can create HTML5 as your default HTML option. By default, when you first launch Dreamweaver, when you click on HTML, it's going to automatically bring it up in XHTML format. Why? How come it doesn't automatically do HTML5? HTML5 is not a standard yet, and from the last thing that I read, it probably won't be a standard until 2014. Most of the browsers are using elements of it, but not all browsers have it fully implemented. So the default is still XHTML. And to be honest, that's not necessarily a bad thing. For a lot of us who are still updating client websites, who still have folks coming to us, we're still working with inside this coded method until the other one becomes the default. So, but how do we change that? How do we make it so that every time we click on this button, it'll automatically be in HTML5 if that's what we want? Two ways you can do it. If you don't want to make it a default, but you still want to have that option, you can come down here and click on More. And whenever this window pops up, you'll notice that the page type is still HTML, but you can change the doc type to HTML5. And then hit Create, and it will automatically create an HTML5 document for you. But what if I wanted to make it a default? Then what I would do is go into your Edit Preferences if you're on a PC. If you're on a Mac, I'm going to choose Dreamweaver, choose my preferences. Either way, get to the preferences. Inside your category, choose New Document, and then over here where it says Default Document Type, basically choose HTML5. And then hit OK. So now every time that you hit the HTML button, it will automatically generate an HTML5 template for you to start working in. Now, one of the things to keep in mind is whether you're working on an assignment from a book or from a client, whatever else, always pay attention to the doc type, because that's going to determine how some things need to be coded with inside your document. HTML5 does have some slight differences than XHTML depending on what you're coding. And you need to make sure that you're aware of those things. So if you open up a client's HTML page and it says doc type HTML, then you know that you're working with an HTML5 document. If not, more than likely it's an XHTML. So anyway, but just showing you how you can easily set this as your default if you want to. And if you ever want to change it back, just simply go back to your preferences, go down to New Document, and then change the default document type to what you want it to be. And I believe that's what it was. XHTML transitional. And I'm going to hit OK. And I'm just going to test it real quick. Yes, so there it goes. So now I'm back to my old XHTML ways. So anyway, hope that helps you out somewhat.